Philadelphia.
Activa tu voz. Activate it now.
Speak up, speak out.
Get involved, get involved.
Engage-toi.
Take action.
Aktiviere deine Stimme.
We're union and we're proud.
Welcome to a special edition of Activate Live from Philadelphia. We are at Netroots Nation 2019 at the Pennsylvania Convention Center right in downtown Philadelphia. And we're here with lots of activists and union members and bloggers and communications experts. And we're just letting you hear some of the voices here at Netroots Nation on the final day. There's so much coming up today. We have someone as our first guest who is well known to the Machinists Union. We have Jeff Hall from 617 Media Group in Boston. Thanks you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me by.
Well, you have done a lot of work with the Machinists Union. Remind our viewers which locals you have worked with.
Absolutely. So one of our first campaigns with the Machinists Union was with Local 254, which represents bus mechanics in Massachusetts. The Republican governor was looking to outsource and privatize their jobs, and together with the 254 members and the leadership of IAM, we waged a successful campaign to save those jobs. That happened just at the end of last year. We saved the pensions, we saved the jobs. 600 machinists are still at work today with full benefits because of a great campaign that the International played a key role in, and a lot of it was about communications.
Now, you were at our communications conference, and at that conference, you were talking about one message versus several messages. How has messaging changed over the years?
Yeah, that's a great question. So as a union shop that provides communication solutions and campaigns to labor, we're really pushing the idea that sometimes one message isn't enough to win. Oftentimes folks get in a habit of saying, well, what's our message? Well, sometimes when you're in a big boss fight, you need to have multiple messages, because if you just run the same play at every rally and you say the same thing every day in the press, they're going to catch up and they're going to figure out the right defense for it. So in a variety of campaigns across the country, including the one for 254 that we just mentioned, you need to be not just on one platform. It's not just about a debate of do we do a newsletter, or do we do Facebook, or do we do a broadcast, or do we do a rally. We have to be on every single platform to win as labor. We're competing for the public's attention, and to keep the boss off balance, we need to be ready to have multiple messages that embarrass bad companies. If there's a bad company out there that's doing bad things to working people, chances are they're doing other bad things too. And so one of the things we do with our campaigns is help bring those things to light.
Okay, I know you have to go in a second, and I don't want you to give it all away, but you're also going to be working out in our Western territory.
We're very excited to be partnering with 751 out in Washington for an organizing campaign and bringing some new technology to that campaign where folks are going to be able to text in to get more information about the union. So we have transit ads, billboard ads, and other items rolling out in partnership with 751, encouraging folks, particularly in the aerospace sector out in Washington, to have a better life by joining the union. And to your point about multiple messages, we're promoting the great retirement benefits that workers can have with IAM, the great wages they can have with IAM, the affordable health care benefits they can have with IAM. And as we all know, in organizing campaigns, you're never sure exactly which of those issues is going to resonate with the workforce. So you have to make them aware of all of them. And so it's a really exciting campaign that's going to kick off next week with 751 in Washington. We're really excited for it.
Thank you for working with us, and if anyone wants to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
617mediagroup.com. We're a union shop with 31 employees. We do labor communications, including graphic design, video production, campaigns, etc. And any local in the country that needs additional communications capacity, that's what we're here for. We're a labor shop built for unions and other social justice causes.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So Jeff is here at Netroots Nation, and he does have a booth here in the town hall with lots of information to hand out to people about what 617 Media Group does. And as I said, he also was at our communications conference that we had in Las Vegas recently, where all of the communicators from the IAM had the opportunity to learn from him about messaging, and they went over what they did with the MBTA campaign in Massachusetts and what messaging worked and how they changed their message. So it's very important with communications when it comes to labor unions and just trying to get the message out, not only to members, but to the company and the general public, to get the public behind that messaging because it can change things in a campaign. So let us know what you think. You can like, comment, and share. We want you to join the conversation. Let us know what you think about labor communications. Also, let us know if you have ever been to Netroots Nation before. Just let us know what you think about Netroots. You can go to netrootsnation.org and you can let us know what you think because we want to know what you think, definitely. So I just have a correction for you. I know Jeff was talking really quickly earlier, and he kept mentioning Local 254. It's Local 264 is who we were working with, Local 264. So we want to give Local 264 a shout out with all that great work that was done up with in Boston, in Massachusetts, with the MBTA campaign. So didn't want to diss anybody, okay? Thank you. That was just an oversight. So this was just a special edition of Activate Live. I'm going to look around and see if we have anybody else yet. And we will give you a recap when we can. We are going to join you next week, next Wednesday, at our regular time. It's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And as always, let us know what you think. Spread the word. And if you liked what you saw, share this video. Thanks so much for joining us.